As a business owner or entrepreneur, what is a power move that you can make when it comes to accounting that gives you better visibility on your dashboard? And how can it help you make better decisions? This is a fantastic question. I'm Scott Sylvan coming to you live from Consulting Secrets on a perfect day to talk about accounting, growth, possibilities, making decisions, and a fantastic day to talk about you. I'm coming to you live from Sacramento. One of the most common power moves that I really believe that a company can make is having clean financials and understanding their books. And one of the ways that this happens is having a closing date or an X date that the books are absolutely positively closed by. And so different industries, different services are going to have a different date, but I'm going to give you a generality that you could work from that's going to help you make better decisions. And I'll share with you why. So let's say it's January 1st, and then the first month of the year ends on January 31st. The possibility for you having a closing date could be the 7th, 8th, 9th, or 10th. So February 7th, 8th, 9th, or 10th, your books are closed. And you know, hey, Scott, well, why does this matter? Well, this is something that large organizations, Fortune 500 companies do because the books are a history of what's going down. And the further that you get out of being able to take a look at the books, the less capability you have of making really good decisions. Now, I'm saying you can't. I'm just saying it starts chipping away at your decision-making tools. And so I will share with you, there's a couple of pitfalls when it comes to saying, hey, the books need to be closed by an X date being the 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, or 11th, or you pick the date, whatever it happens to be. One of those is it does put stress on the team, and it does put finality to get some information and get things done. Okay. And so the team typically comes back and says, this isn't fair. We're too busy. We can't get this done. And this happens in just about every product, every service, every business under the sun. So sometimes business owners, practitioners, offer owners will walk away and say, hands up in the air. My team's not happy. They don't want to do it. The solution for you is to go to a fractional CFO or to an accounting company and say, I need to hire some bookkeepers to come in to get me caught up. Now, I'm going to give you some easy numbers to figure this out. Most bookkeepers, depending upon where they're at in the country, are going to charge 20, 30, 40, or 50 bucks an hour to come in and do some cleanup for you for a month or 2 months. Okay. So let's say it's 20 bucks. 20 bucks an hour is what it's going to be. So 80 hours is 1,600 bucks. You know, an entire month is going to cost you about $3,200 to have somebody come in to help you give an advantage of oversight. And if you need a couple of people, you start multiplying this number. And if it's 40 bucks an hour, you're just going to double that. And you're like, hey, Scott, what do I get for my investment? You get to know with certainty what's going on inside of your business. You get to say, hey, here's some visibility. We're finally caught up. And if you have to go to the bank and ask for a loan, you have to go to an investor to ask for a loan, you're never more than 40 days behind on books. I have found that a lot of times when companies are struggling, some of the decisions that they could have been making would have been fixed had their books been up to date. So if I needed money today and I'm going to the bank and they're like, Scott, we need clean financials. When can you get us clean financials? And then it takes me another 30 days to get the information that I need. Now I'm 30 days away from the money that I needed to make that decision. Or an investor comes in, you're now 30 days away from that investor saying, yeah, this is a good decision or a bad decision. And I either am or am not going to do it. The biggest challenge that you're going to face is from your team. On one hand, they're going to say, we don't have time. And on the other hand, they may kick and scream if you're bringing somebody in to help with them because they don't want to lose control. Now, there is a small possibility that something nefarious could be going on. When I was getting my MBA, one of my accounting professors was a forensic accountant. And he said to the class, but he also said to me, he said, Scott, anytime that you have somebody who's in charge of your books that does never want to leave, doesn't want to take vacation, doesn't want to give up control, doesn't want to give access to the computer or the program or whatever way that you're keeping count of your books, it's a sign. It's a possibility. It's not a definite. It's a sign from the business gods there may be some shenanigans going on, and that's when you bring somebody in. And, you know, if you're losing money and somebody's taking it and pocketing it into their pocket, when do you want to know? Me personally, I'd want to know as soon as it happens. I don't want to wait for that information. I want to, like, today, like, when did this happen? When, oh my goodness, when did this go down? So one of the strategies that you could absolutely adopt is an X date, a closing date for your books. One, because it gives you the history of the month before. Two, it gives you the ability to look inside of your business and say, hey, what are we doing here? Three, if there is on a small chance there's some shenanigans going on, you could catch it quicker and get your money back where possible, or the person could be dealt with by the law. You got one of three things to do from here. Just one of three. Find the subscribe button, click on it, and every time I send out a video, you'll get an update. 2, hit follow. 3, share this video with a friend. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.